Picture a continent so vast it could fit the United States, China, India, and Europe combined. Yes, you've landed on Africa. Welcome to a land where the sun kisses the horizon, where vibrant cultures dance to the rhythm of diverse languages, and where nature paints its canvas with an array of breathtaking landscapes. This is Africa, a continent that is not just geographically enormous, but also rich in its cultural, ecological, and historical diversity. Dwarfing the combined size of the United States, China, India, and Europe, Africa stretches across an astonishing 30 million square kilometers. Its geographical significance doesn't just stop at its size. Africa is home to both the world's longest river, the Nile, and the world's largest desert, the Sahara. Its diverse landscape ranges from snow-capped mountains and dense rainforests to stunning coastal beaches and vast grasslands. Yet often there's a common misunderstanding that paints Africa with a single brushstroke. Africa is frequently and incorrectly referred to as a country. This misconception blurs the rich diversity and unique identities of the 54 distinct nations that make up this enormous continent. Each of these nations boasts its own unique culture, language, history, and even currency. From the Arabic influences in the north to the vibrant cultures of the south, from the Swahili-speaking east to the French and Portuguese imprints in the west, Africa is a vibrant mosaic of nations, each with its own unique piece of the story to tell. So, let's clear the air. Africa is not a country. It's a continent, an incredibly diverse one at that. It's an eclectic mix of people, cultures, landscapes, and wildlife that forms a beautiful, rich tapestry. Now, are you ready to delve deeper? To explore each of these unique nations and discover what makes them special? To unveil the real Africa, the Africa that lives and breathes in its 54 distinct nations? So, buckle up as we embark on this exciting journey exploring this magnificent continent, one country at a time. Africa, home to 1.3 billion people, is a mosaic of cultures, languages, and traditions. Picture this, a vast continent that stretches from the Mediterranean Sea to the Cape of Good Hope, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Indian Ocean. Now imagine this expanse filled with more than 2,000 recognized languages, each one carrying the stories, wisdom, and spirit of its people. That's Africa for you. This is a place where diversity is not just a word, but a lived experience. It's a melting pot, a vibrant tapestry woven with myriad cultures and ethnicities. From the Berbers of North Africa to the Zulus of the South, from the Yoruba of West Africa to the Amhara of the East, Africa is a continent that's as diverse as it is vast. While each group maintains its unique traditions, there are themes that resonate across borders. The spirit of Ubuntu, a philosophy from Southern Africa that emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings, is echoed in communities across the continent. The vibrant beats of African drums, the intricate steps of traditional dances, the rich flavors of African cuisine, the captivating tales of folklore and mythology, these are threads that bind together the cultural fabric of Africa. Languages, too, are as diverse as the people. From the melodic clicks of the Khoisan languages to the rhythmic cadences of Swahili, the continent is a linguist's paradise. But beyond the words and grammar, these languages are bearers of culture, carriers of history. They reflect the struggles, triumphs, hopes, and dreams of the people. And yet, despite the vast diversity, there's a palpable sense of unity in Africa, a shared identity that transcends borders and ethnicities, a common belief in the spirit of community, in the strength of togetherness, in the power of shared dreams. Indeed, Africa is not just a continent, it's a symphony of cultures, each playing its unique tune. This symphony, this harmony and diversity is what makes Africa not just a place on the map, but a vibrant, living, breathing entity. A testament to the beauty of human diversity. 54, that's the number of sovereign nations that make up Africa, each with its own identity and charm. Let's embark on a journey across Africa, exploring each of these 54 jewels, their unique positions on the map, their iconic flags, and their distinct currencies. As we traverse this vast continent, we'll also delve into some fascinating facts about each nation, highlighting their unique features. We begin our journey from the north with Algeria. Known as the largest country in Africa, Algeria is a land of contrast, from the Mediterranean coastline to the Sahara Desert. Its flag, a combination of green and white with a red star and crescent, symbolizes Islam. Algeria's currency, the Algerian dinar, reflects its economic independence. Next, we head to Angola in Central Africa. With its position on the Atlantic Ocean, Angola boasts breathtaking beaches and diverse wildlife. The Angolan flag, a mix of red and black with a machete and gear emblem, symbolizes its struggle for freedom. Angola's currency, the Kwanza, shares its name with the Kwanza River, which runs through the country. Then we move east to Benin, a small country in West Africa. Known for its rich cultural history, Benin is the birthplace of Vodun, or voodoo. The country's flag, a combination of green, yellow, and red, represents hope, wealth, and courage. Its currency, the West African CFA franc, is shared with several other West African countries. Our journey takes us next to Botswana, a landlocked country in southern Africa. Known for its stunning landscapes, including the Okavango Delta and the Kalahari Desert, Botswana is a haven for nature lovers. Its flag, blue with a black and white stripe, symbolizes water, a vital resource in this arid land. Botswana's currency, the pula, literally means rain in Setswana. We then head to the Horn of Africa to Burundi. Despite being one of the smallest countries in Africa, Burundi is rich in culture, particularly in its drumming traditions. Its flag, a combination of red, white, and green with 3 stars in the middle, represents the 3 ethnic groups of the country. Burundi's currency, the Burundian franc, demonstrates its ties to its colonial past. Our next stop is the island nation of Cape Verde off the west coast of Africa. Known for its Creole Portuguese African culture and Morna music, Cape Verde is a melting pot of influences. Its flag, a combination of blue, white, and red with a circle of stars, symbolizes unity. Cape Verde's currency, the Cape Verdean escudo, has been in use since the country's independence. We continue our journey across Africa, visiting each of the remaining 48 countries, from the Central African Republic to Comoros, from Djibouti to Egypt, and from Gabon to Ghana. Each country has its own unique story to tell, its own unique position on the map, its own unique flag, and its own unique currency. From Kenya with its majestic wildlife and Swahili culture, to Libya and its ancient Roman ruins. From Madagascar's unique biodiversity, to Namibia's striking desert landscapes. From Senegal's vibrant music and dance, to Tunisia's mix of Arab and Berber cultures. From Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, to Zambia, home of the Victoria Falls. And finally, to Zimbabwe, known for its impressive stone structures and rich history. From Algeria to Zimbabwe, each country in Africa has its unique story to tell. What better way to understand Africa than through the voices of its young inhabitants? Indeed, the continent's youthful population is its most dynamic and vibrant asset. It's the young Africans who are shaping the future of the continent. Let's hear from them and understand the real Africa, beyond the assumptions and stereotypes. To start with, let's take a stop at Ethiopia. Here, we meet Silam, a young entrepreneur in Addis Ababa. She's breaking barriers and empowering young women in her community through her tech startup. She shares, in Ethiopia, we are not just surviving, we are thriving. Our vibrant culture, rich history, and the spirit of resilience define us. Next, we head west to Nigeria. In the bustling city of Lagos, we find Chijioke, a young artist who uses his art to speak against social injustices. He states, "Nigeria is more than oil and Nollywood. It's a land of creativity, innovation, and courage. Our music, our art, they tell our story, a story of strength and determination." In the heart of Africa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we meet Amani. Amani, a young environmental activist, is working tirelessly to protect the Congo Basin, the world's second-largest rainforest. Amani shares, Congo is not just about conflict minerals, it's a land of biodiversity, a land that holds the key to our planet's health. Down south in Botswana, we meet Tumelo, a young scientist dedicated to wildlife conservation. He says, Botswana is more than safari tours. It's a land of conservation, where we value and protect our wildlife. Our elephants, our lions, they are part of our identity. Across the continent in Egypt, we meet Fatima, a young archaeologist uncovering the secrets of ancient Egypt. She shares, Egypt is not just pyramids and pharaohs, it's a land that bridges the past and the present. Our history is our pride, it's what shapes our future. These are just a few voices among millions. From the bustling markets of Dakar to the tech hubs of Nairobi, from the coffee plantations of Rwanda to the vineyards of South Africa, the youth of Africa are reshaping the narrative of the continent. They are breaking stereotypes, innovating, creating, and leading the way towards a brighter future. Their stories remind us that Africa is not a monolithic entity. It's a mosaic of cultures, languages, and experiences. Each country, each community, each individual adds a unique piece to this vibrant tapestry. These young Africans are not just the future of the continent, they are its present. They are making a difference right now in their communities, in their countries, and in the world. The voices of Africa are diverse and many, but they echo a shared sentiment of hope, ambition, and immense potential. They speak of a continent that is dynamic and ever-evolving, a continent that is charting its own course. They speak of Africa's resilience, its creativity, its spirit. These voices remind us that Africa is a continent of hope, ambition, and immense potential. Let's debunk some myths. Africa is not all about safaris, pyramids, or poverty. It's time to peel back the layers of misconception and reveal the vibrant, multifaceted reality of this vast continent. Picture this: Africa, a hub of economic growth, teeming with bustling cities, thriving industries, and booming markets. The African continent is home to 7 of the 10 fastest-growing economies in the world. From Nigeria's bustling Nollywood film industry to South Africa's flourishing tech hub, Silicon Cape, Africa is a powerhouse of economic potential and innovation. And it doesn't stop there. Africa is also at the forefront of technological advancements. Kenyan innovators, for instance, have developed M-Pesa, a mobile money transfer system, revolutionizing banking for millions. In Rwanda, drones are delivering medical supplies to remote areas, saving countless lives. These advancements are not exceptions. They're the rule, the new normal. Then there's the rich tapestry of African culture and heritage, a dazzling array of languages, music, art, and cuisine. Each of the 54 countries has its unique traditions and customs, contributing to the continent's vibrant cultural mosaic. From the rhythmic drum beats of West Africa to the intricate beadwork of the Maasai in East Africa, the continent's cultural richness is as diverse as its geography. Furthermore, Africa is a continent of resilience and transformation. From overcoming historical challenges to adapting to the effects of climate change, Africans are continuously demonstrating their resilience and resourcefulness. And let's not forget the continent's youth, the youngest population globally, driving change and shaping the future of Africa. So let's move beyond the stereotypes. Africa is not a monolith, nor is it a country. It's a continent rich in diversity, teeming with potential and brimming with opportunities. It's a place of innovation and growth, a testament to the resilience and creativity of its people. Africa is a dynamic, evolving continent full of surprises and opportunities. And it's time the world recognizes and appreciates this truth. Understanding Africa is not a destination, but a journey, a fascinating voyage of discovery. As we've journeyed across the continent, we've explored its 54 diverse countries, each with its own unique culture, language, and people. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the serene landscapes of Botswana, each country is a world in itself, waiting to be discovered. There's so much more to learn and understand about this vibrant continent. Africa is a rich tapestry of stories, histories, and experiences that are waiting to be explored and understood. So let's continue our journey together. Dive deeper into the languages, the music, the food, the art, the people, and the countless other aspects that make Africa the diverse and vibrant continent that it is. There are numerous resources available that can guide you in your quest to understand Africa better. Embrace Africa with all its diversity and vibrancy. After all, Africa is not just a place, it's an experience.